Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be planning for the week of May 7th through May 13th, and this is the week of Mother's Day. I'm going to be using this beautiful kit from Scribble Co. And I believe this was her March Mystery subscription kit, and it came with so many different extras and so many different full boxes, so I did my best to try to figure out which ones I wanted to use and which ones I was not going to use. So you can see me kind of just playing around and trying to figure all of that out. But yes, so it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded a video, and I actually filmed, I think, all of my my last week's plans. However, I just never got around to editing them or just uploading them in general. So I don't think I'm going to be posting those, but I thought this would be a nice week to just start off on a fresh foot and upload a video. And I love this kit. But since there were so many different things included, I decided to go ahead and try something new, and I went ahead and went with a color blocking method, and I just do that by picking a color for every day and trying to pick a full box that goes along with it. Since this is such a full kit and there was so many different things included, I decided to go ahead and pull in as much as I could. So I went ahead and used the ombre heart checklists as well. And I usually try to do a memory plan, but this week I try to do a plan as I go, where I planned a little bit every day, and I actually really liked how that turned out. I just left my planner in one spot with my kit and just had the camera stay set up, and I actually really liked how this worked because it gave me a few minutes after the end of every day to kind of unwind and play with my stickers a little bit, which I love doing. By the way, I am currently using a brand new microphone, so let me know if you think the quality is better. My brother actually picked this out, and he says it's like one of the best ones, so I guess we'll see how the quality is later on. But so far, I'm really liking what I've been hearing from it, so yeah, let me know what you think about it down below. I'm going ahead and just finishing up putting down my glitter headers and my ombre heart checklists, and the glitter headers underneath that, so I should be done in just a second. This week that we're currently going into, I am getting ready to start my finals, so I have a ton of different papers and different things like that to prepare for. So it was a nice week to have my ombre heart checklist in, just to make sure that I was staying on track. As for the spread, I'm going ahead and putting down the different boxes, and I try to use as many as I could because there were so many extras included for the different variations in skin tones and such. I really like how Andrea from Scribble Co. really incorporates as many different skin colors, and just overall in her kits, she's really diverse and uses a lot of different type of people, and not just one distinct body image for her fashion girls. So I really like how she incorporates that in, because that's not something every shop does. But I went ahead and put in full boxes that were my favorite and that somewhat correlated with the day's color. So now I'm just going in and finishing off the glitter headers right underneath there. I love this kit even though I'm not a mom. I just loved the colors and the whole little aesthetic of the kit. On Saturday I actually was kind of celebrated Mother's Day because I was out of town on Sunday. But that's why I put the Happy Mother's Day cake on Saturday instead of Sunday. But we didn't do anything too big. I just spent a little bit of extra time with my mom. We were able to plan together, and we got brunch since I was babysitting most of the day. So we were able to fit that in where we could. But next weekend we're actually celebrating Mother's Day together. As for the spread, I just went ahead and put in my work labels on the days that I was working. And I then move on to the sidebar. I decided to pull in the blue glitter headers, or a blue theme, because I only had one day of blue. So I go ahead and put down two different habit trackers, one to mark when I worked out and another one to mark my no spend. And honestly, I didn't do too well on either one of those. I think I worked out twice this week, and I think I successfully did not spend on 2 days this week also, so it wasn't a great week for me, but I like to be able to look back on that. I put down another glitter headers, a dinners, and a weekly tracker to mark my dinners for the week. That's something that I always keep in my sidebar because I really like looking back and getting inspiration for that. I go ahead and put down another glitter header underneath that with a this week's header and a 3-heart checklist just to mark some of the major things that I needed to get done this week. I finish off the sidebar by putting down a strip of washi. Now I go ahead and put down the flags that were included with the kit on the top corners, and I believe I now go into the deco, or I actually know the date covers. So I go ahead and put down the date covers in, and I really like how they're no longer the strips. I know she's had this format for a while, and I know she's doing a new format coming out this upcoming week, so I'm actually really excited to see how that is. I think it's going to be really great because Andrea always comes out with awesome ideas and awesome reformats, so I'm going to be really curious to see her new release video this week. I'm going ahead and sprinkling some of the deco across the top, and I usually do this at the end, but I think I just went ahead and went for it since I was already up top doing the date covers. For this week, since I knew it was going to be pretty busy, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the bottom washi or just use the space to write down more plans, but I decided to go ahead and put down the washi because I felt like it's basically an essential for this kit, and it really completed the look since I was doing a no white space. So I went ahead and put that down. I move on to Monday by putting down a strip of washi up top and above a label sticker. The label is to mark babysitting, and the half box is to mark a nap I took. That nap time sticker, I believe, is from Let's Make It Sparkle. I think that was like a $2 Tuesday or some kind of deal. And that babysitting sticker, I looked up the shop for that, and I believe it's called PM Designs, and I can't remember what that stands for, but I really love her script stickers. On Tuesday, I put down 2 strips of washi and a glitter half box or a quarter box to mark that it was my brother's birthday, and we went out to In-N-Out for that. I took him out of school to get lunch, and he totally felt like a little rebel. But and then for that half box at the bottom to mark Bible study, that sticker is from KPL Plans. I go ahead and move on to the top of my ombre heart checklist to put down little glitter flags to mark going to class. I have a separate planner for like more like distinct assignments and homework to-do lists, so I don't mark too much in my ombre heart checklist, but I do mark kind of like the broad sections I have to work on with homework. But yeah, I have a separate planner aimed towards school and school to-dos. On Wednesday, I put down a plain appointment label and 2 strips of washi with a glitter appointment label. The top appointment label is to mark that I went to the DMV. I end up marking that with like a totally like stressed out bad hair day, honey from the Glam Planner, because I had to take my picture, and that was not a good hair day for me. On the skinny appointment label, I put down a munchkin from the sampler, and on that bottom quarter little box, I put down a cooking munchkin to mark that I made homemade tomato soup for my family that day. On Thursday, I go ahead and put down another label at the bottom to mark that I was babysitting that evening after work. I go ahead and put down 2 strips of washi and a half box to mark that it was like the longest day ever, and I just wanted to be home so badly. I go ahead and put down a Nope Honey sticker from the Glam Planner to mark my mood, and that is totally how I felt. I just wanted some coffee and to go home and get in my bed. On Friday, I go ahead and put down a couple strips of washi and a glitter quarter box to mark that I went to Chick-fil-A with my boyfriend. I was so hungry when I got off work, so it was so yummy. And that little french fry sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. I believe that's from her junk food sheet, and man, I have been going through that one really fast, so I'm going to have to reorder that sheet. Underneath that, I go ahead and put down a heart, little things to mark that we went to Barnes & Noble's after Chick-fil-A. That's something we really enjoy doing, especially after a big meal. We like to try to walk it off real fast. I finished off Friday with a glitter header and an appointment label with a TV icon to mark that When we got home, we just watched a little bit of Netflix. On Saturday, I had 2 different babysitting shifts, so I used 2 different appointment labels to mark that. That was such a long day. I think I was babysitting for like 8 or 9 hours, and man, I was exhausted. I go ahead and mark with a quarter box and some washi that my mom and I had some time together before and after I was babysitting. And that heart icon is also from the kit. On Friday, I remembered that there was Scribble Prints Co. new releases, so I wanted to go ahead and mark that, especially because it matched. I ended up getting the road trip kit, so I'm excited for that one. On Sunday, I put down a skinny appointment label and a little money icon to mark that my boyfriend and I and his family went to the swap meet, and it's a really big one, and we always have so much fun just spending a couple hours there and looking around at what they have. I put down 2 strips of washi and a half box to mark that my boyfriend and I and his family went out to San Diego, and we spent the night out there at this hotel, and it was just a really awesome trip. That couple's little sticker is from Fox and Pip, and I finished that off by putting down a little heart little things at the bottom. I'm just moving on to my ombre heart checklist, and on Thursday I put down an I'm Shook gold foiled sticker from Let's Make It Sparkle to mark that there's a new Shane video out, and my brother and I love Shane, so we were watching that together. I put down a shopping munchkin on Friday to mark that we had to make a return. On Saturday, I put down a fancy label with a sticker from, I can't remember where that's from. That's from a sampler sheet, but that just was to mark that I planned with my mom, and I finished up this week's spread. And yeah, overall this was a really fun week, and I really enjoyed the style of how I planned this, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I think in the future weeks to come, I might be doing something very similar to this week's spread. I wanted to thank you guys so much if you made it to this point of the video, and just have an awesome rest of your week. Bye guys.